Hello, good morning, everybody. My name is Chua Ki Huat. I'm actually the GM and Vice President for Dream Technology Systems. So in the next few minutes, I'm just going to spend some time share with you a little bit more about our company, and also at the same time to share with you our professional services and consulting services methodology and how we help our customers as they are trying to battle the pandemic and trying to adopt some of the technology. So a little bit information about Dream Technology. We believe that we drive collaborations, innovations, right, by the close the loop and leveraging digital frameworks. We help business grow organically and foster effective relationship with upstream and downstream. So basically, our technology and our solutions and services, we help customers upstream and downstreams, working with them to form a digital framework, so to enable their manufacturing towards digital 4.0. So our goal, business motto of wherever you go next, we are here to get you there. And this is what we believe, and this is how we help our customer. Let me just spend a few minutes briefly to explain the three key pillars of Dream Technology System, DTS. The three pillars of our business is focusing on three areas: PLM solutions, consulting, and training. Let me just spend a few minutes to explain each of them. The first area under the PLM solutions, we provide PLM software solutions from Siemens, GWSoft, in terms of CAD/CAM, CAE, Teamcenter, and Techno Solutions. These are the core components within a PLM solutions that we provide, not just software, but also services for our customers. The next pillar of the service that we provide is advisory and professional service in PLM solution and implementation. Under this area, which I will elaborate a little bit later, the 5-step process and methodology, how we approach to help our customers when they are implementing PLM solutions by providing advisory and also provide professional services to help them find the best PLM solutions, and at the same time, we also implement them. Third, which is the area training, right? So we do a number of different type of format training for our customer. We do have standard training and customized. And customized could be in a few forms. One, it could be a customized specific to a customer projects or to their manufacturing environment. That's what we mean by customization. And with the pandemic, obviously, before that, we were doing it in in-class training, but then virtual online training also become a new model. And I think this is something that probably in the futures, it will continue using virtual training classroom as well. So these training can be in a guided by an instructor, a trainer, or self-paced mode. So these are some of the things that we do in terms of offering a training services to our customers. Technology, we have a number of locations and offices in the regions. So we are located in Singapore and Malaysia. And in Malaysia, we have 3 offices in JB, PJ, KL area, and Penang. These 3 locations allow us to not only help our customers in Singapore and Malaysia, but also provide support to regional customers as well. Partnership is the next key area that we feel it is a very important element within our offerings. What we do is we find the best of breed products and technology to form strategic partnership with them. These strategic partnership will enable us to provide the end-to-end PLM solutions to our customers. So Siemens, being one of the world-recognized PLM solution provider, we are actually a major resellers for them in this region, and combined with other products and solutions, provide a solutions, end-to-end solutions to our customers in the region. The third area, we felt that our technical and engineering staff is actually one of the key focus. We differentiate ourselves in this region by having a very high ratios of technical engineers against our salespeople. In fact, one salesperson is actually against matching to 2 technical resources. We proud ourselves using our engineering and technical resources to help our customers to provide the advisory and consulting services to help them find the best solutions in their particular projects. So there are 3 core expertise our company offer: engineering expertise, solutions, and training. So in the engineering expertise, we focus on specific domain expertise in the engineering solutions. So all our technical engineers and application engineers came with hands-on experience in different manufacturing environments. And some of the key domain customers and industries that we focus: aerospace, oil and gas, electronic manufacturing, and automotive as well. So they are very specific engineering expertise and experience that our engineers bring to our customers to provide them the expertise that they need. The next area, the solutions, as I mentioned, we find different solutions, products, and services to meet the business need of our customers. And part of these solutions, after we deploy, we also have a support portal that enables us to track different support issues and how to resolve problems and technical issues with our customer using our support portal. And the support portal is a very unique features that we offer in these regions. And there are none of the partners or resellers that we are aware of offer such a features for our after-sales support. And our training is done by our own people. They are typically a trainer or engineers and consultants that is conducting this training. They bring themselves, actual knowledge and industry experience to transfer knowledge to our customers so that they can actually better use in terms of how to use the software or how to deploy certain solutions in their environment. Next, let me just go through briefly to share with you how we implement what is the methodology as we go through a consulting or professional services that we offer our customers, particularly in the area of PLM or team center solutions. There are 5 steps that we go through as a way to engage our customer. The first step that what we go through is a consult process. We base on the research. We will organize 1 or more multiple meetings with our customers to understand some of the business challenges based on their particular industries. So our consultant will conduct research to understand some of the issues, potential issues, as we are engaging and discussing with our customer. The second area, this is an area where we define the requirement, we scope out the requirements of what we need to implement in the PLM space. So multiple meetings will require with the clients and customers so that we can actually understand, captures all the requirements that a customer need to address for their PLM solutions. The third area is design. This is more probably a design process internally for DTS, whereby we actually craft the solutions and we also present the particular proposal so that customer could accept the scope of work that we are proposing for the PLM solutions that we're going to be implementing it. Then obviously the key steps in all the PLM, going through implementations. And under these implementations, beyond deploying the solutions, we also need to work with customer for UAT, which is user acceptance test, and conduct training so that knowledge transfer, skill transfer could be actually imparted to the customers and to the team center administrator as well. And after, when we implemented it, when we go live, we will provide 2 weeks of post-live support and sign off on documentations for particular projects. So from step 1, consult, all the way to go live, the timing could vary depending on the size of the projects. We could see from first steps all the way to go live could be as short as 3 to 4 weeks. So depending on the projects, or it could be more than six months, up to a year as well. So each of these steps, our consultant will work with the customers to try and find the best solutions and make sure that the customer accepted the proposal that we are proposing for them. So next, let me just share a little bit about where we see in terms of our competitors. Right. For us, providing PLM solutions, we need to understand our competitors in the regions and in the country where we're operating. So I've broken them down into these 4 boxes, right? X, Y axis, from left to right. It's expensive to affordable. And then a Y axis, from top to bottom, a convenient and inconvenient. This is how I analyze the competitors competing with us. So there are some competitors, what I call competitor A here. It's expensive and they are inconvenient. And then we could have another competitor that's probably inconvenient and affordable. And then you could have another third competitors. They are actually more inconvenient and even more affordable. More affordable meaning they are a lot more cheaper. So in DTS, we position ourselves more as a convenient and affordable providers in the region. And in the next slide, let me just explain to you how I see the competitors is represented in this quadrant so that you understand what is expensive, what's inconvenient, why is it affordable, and why do we position ourselves under a convenient and affordable model. So let's take a look at competitor A or company A. So typically what they do is they may have someone locally, and the solution they're offering tend to be a lot more expensive, but then they fully outsource to one local present resources, right? So they outsource all their work, one person probably in the country where you are operating at, and then they outsource. So it's expensive because there's multiple layers you got to go through. And it's inconvenient because the resources is outsourced to someone else. It could be a local resources, it could be a local resources outsourced to overseas. That's why I think it is inconvenient as far as we feel for customers. Then there could be a company B, right? The solution is affordable, right? And inconvenient with one or few resources. Basically, what we are saying is that they could have one resources, but then they also try to outsource as well, right? And then, so what they do is it could be convenient, but limited resources locally, and they are affordable. And then obviously the most inconvenient and more expensive way is that the company C, right? Product is affordable, but inconvenient because they are fully outsourced because nobody is here, right? Nobody is here. Well, it could be very cheap, but then there's no resources available because the person is operating overseas and the resources for deployment, for engagement are overseas as well. So that's why they are affordable. They are probably cheap as well. But then their offshore resources also offer you cheap resources, but it's very inconvenient when you're trying to engage. How we position ourselves differently in Dream Technology is this, right? So our products are priced below that of other competitors because we have local resources and hands-on experience in the in-country where we're operating at. So obviously, when we say price below what most of the company is selling to the market, it doesn't mean that it is free, right? It doesn't mean it's cheap. What we try to do is work with customers to try and understand where their budget is and do our best in terms of trying to have a win-win situation that is an affordable price and price able to meet their budgets to make sure that the PLM projects is executed correctly and smoothly. So we are also a trusted advisor to our customer with excellent customer service support. And this is actually a very strong evidence since early 2020 when the COVID-19 pandemics. And some of our customers was having issue because they suddenly had realized that they have to work from home. So they are not able to access some of the software, some of the solutions, some of the data information. So we actually work with the customers by giving support to them and by issuing temporary license, by helping them in terms of some of the data so that they can still continue to work, but working from home, right? Because the data are all located in the office. And then we have additional CAD/CAM support and resources locally so that we can actually work with customers if they have a PLM projects, they have some CAD data, there are some CAM integrations. We do have expertise and local resources available to support in the country where we're operating in Singapore and Malaysia. Affordability is the main draw for our customer to our services. While we are running as a business, so obviously we still have to make some profits to sustain the business, but we feel that we are providing the services and the solution at a very affordable price so that customers is comfortable working us with directly. Understanding the local market and business condition is also equally important because our resources, sales and technical resources and our management teams are in countries. So we are understanding, we have a clear understanding of what the local market and business condition and some of the challenges that customer could be facing. And obviously since early 2020, we know that the pandemic has caused a lot of issues. So what we try to do is work with the customers, and obviously they have certain limited budgets and things like that. So we try to find some other solutions to help them so that they can still continue to fulfill their projects, at the same time meet their customer requirement. So next, I'd like to just share, a few points through our engagement with our customers in the regions. These by no means are the only business challenge that business face, but it is very important that we discuss and try to scope out understanding some of the business challenges that a customer face so that we can address their issues. So one of the common area for our customer is that they are unable to take up large-scale projects. So their customers, given them a project, they are not able to cope because their solutions or their products is probably still very manual in terms of tracking information. So that's why this is a big challenge for them. And we do anticipate in the next few months, market is slowly recovering. So some of our customers are facing such an issue whereby they have no ability to handle large-scale projects. The next thing is too long for M2C, manufacturer to consumer. So when they start with design products, go to manufacturing and deliver the final goods to consumer, takes too long, right? They have to find a way to shortcut these, go to market products shorter than it is expected, right? Because as things move faster, things go into fast pace, customer demand, shorter M2C, manufacturer to consumer and customers timeline for delivery of the final goods and products. So the next area is also some of the customers facing, time wasting, right? Most customers, particularly the SME, organizations spend hours searching for information. PLM solution is one of the areas where we see a lot of customers looking at organizing and bringing information into online so that rather than searching for files and folders and paperwork, they use software like a PLM solution such as a Siemens Teamcenter to actually store and track information. Cost is always an issue, right? So loss of productivity, meaning that thousands of dollars for the business. How can a customer track their waste of material? How can they track in terms of increase the productivities so that they can actually reduce their cost? Can they manufacture products within a shorter time? Rather than take, let's say, a 2 days process, it become a 1 day process. So that's 50%. So how can they actually increase their productivity? And then increase productivity meaning a cost saving, right? How can they reduce their waste in the materials? Can they do a better forecast? Can they do a better forecast and managing the materials that they are buying so that they reduce their waste? So cost is another big issue, and I think particularly under this current pandemic, saving and cost, reduce your cost is actually one of the key agendas and key goal moving forward for all manufacturers. Another area we see quite common as well in PLM discussion and PLM solutions is that traditionally customer who doesn't really deploy any PLM solutions. So one of the security concerns that they have is that their internal information, their design, or their customer design that is passed to them as a subcontractor to develops and to manufactures. How can they protect this information? The only way for you to protect is you need a central system such as a PLM solution like Teamcenter to actually make sure that this information are securely stored there rather than someone's able to take a pictures or even make a copy of it and then pass to a competitor. So these are just four main issues and challenges we see customer facing, but by no means are the only four issues that customers are facing. So throughout our engagement DTS, what we do is we try to discuss with customer to understand some of the challenges they have so that using these challenges identified, so that we'll craft out a PLM solutions that will fit their particular needs. And next, I'll just share two success stories that what we did for Teamcenters and PLM solutions with two of our customers, so that to give you some understanding why some of these customers or some of our clients decided they need to deploy a PLM solutions in their environment. So the first case study is actually a automotive industries. They are actually a motorcycle manufacturers, the startup electric vehicle design and manufacturing company. They currently are not fully utilizing some of their PDM solution. And the solution is from Windchill, and they were missing partner and vendor support was missing. And the partnering activities in the current solutions or the Windchill solutions is very cumbersome. So quality management and ERP integration is also another big issue that the customer is looking at, because ERP is where they kept all their inventories and their financials, information, bill of materials. So it's very important to allow the Teamcenters or PLM solution integrate to the ERP, but the current systems doesn't have that. So this is actually a big issue for them. So in the end, what we did was we came out with solutions and worked with the customer through that solution methodologies, step by step, and we implemented the Teamcenter Rapid Start solutions for the engineering department, so that they are able to store and track the designs. And we're able to also achieve the quality through some of the solutions that we implemented in the systems. And then at the same time, we also currently discussing with them about integrating to an ERP and also to look at also quality management control systems. So what they have actually achieved is by implementing a PLM solutions, they were able to improve their productivities and efficiency by at least 50%. So whatever things they have done before using old systems, now they are able to reduce that by 50% in terms of cost, in terms of the man hours. So that to me is a tremendous saving for a long times, and it is something that customer is very keen and excited moving forward. The next case here is an interesting one because of the COVID-19 pandemic, since year 2020. So this particular customer is also automotive customers. They are using the Teamcenter solutions to some of their key infrastructure within their operations. And one of the issues that they face is that because when the pandemic hit, most people, most staff employee have to operate from home, but that caused a bit of issue for them. The user engineer not able to access an information. They are not able to share the information because information data are stored in the computer at work. So they are not able to access all these things, while working from home. So what we did was we actually tried to find a very different deployment models, and because most of the traditional mode of operations run on the software on desktop. So what we did was we came out with a solution involving a VDI, virtual desktop infrastructures, whereby it is being hosted, right? And then from implementing deployment, it took them, probably about 5 to 6 weeks. And from there, the solution was very flexible. It allowed them to remote access. User was able to access information remotely through the VDI infrastructures, and then they can continue sharing and collaborating the data. So these are just two examples that I'm sharing with you in terms of the solutions that we've done for our customers in the PLM space. And I think, as our founder says, efficiency will come from proactively transform how we do business and how we help our customers to grow. So since early 2020, we as a company, we also have to transform our company, how we engage our company and customers, because we couldn't meet face-to-face with them, but we still have to continue support our customer business and our client business. So we have changed a lot of the engagement online, digital, through Microsoft Teams, to Zoom, different methods so that we can still support our customer. So we have to transform ourselves. So we also believe that all the SME, some of our customers in the SME space also need to transform themselves so that they can actually grow and continue to expand their business. Okay, thank you very much. And that's all I have to share with you about DTS services and our consulting solutions for PLM. Thank you very much. If you need more detail, you can actually visit us at our website, www.dts-asia.com. Thank you.